Welcome to Living Graphics Design tutorial. I'm glad to have you here. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you are joining me for the first time, I think it's a good thing to hit the subscribe button down below. Just click on it, subscribe, and turn on your notification to have access to tutorials when they are uploaded. Ensure you don't miss anyone. So we are going to be designing a midweek service flyer together for a church, and this is the design brief I have. It's a midweek service. The theme is Kingdom Mandate, so it's about dominion, leadership, and the likes. The venue, the dates, and then the time. All right, let's go. All right, so let's open our kitchen. It's time to cook some design. The first thing you are going to do is to set up your image size. So we are going to be using 1080 by 1350. Just keep it that way. Alright, I like to put my background white first whenever I'm designing. So this is my background, and then let me bring in my brief. So the name of the church is Living Inc. Ministries. Worldwide. Alright, so that's the name of the church. Just keep it right here. Let's duplicate, and it's a midweek service. Service. Let me change this guy to capital letter. Okay, so I have this. Don't forget that the theme is Kingdom Mandate. Kingdom Mandate. Let's keep it right there. Then mandate. If you are joining me for the first time, you might want to watch my previous videos. I have step-by-step guide to Pixellab, how to remove background, and then some tutorials on how to make quality designs and the likes. You can just go through it, check. I'm sure you will be blessed by that. Alright, the venue. Let's copy that. Venue is Lagos State. Just keep it cool. So I want it to be at the foot text. Then what else I'll bring in? Wednesday. Copy. So one of the benefits of having your design brief is that it helps you to minimize making mistakes. I've gone through the design brief. I know that all my details are correct, so I can just copy and paste them, not that I have to be reading over them over and over again while I'm designing. Just copy and paste, because I've gone through it before putting them there, making sure that I have the full details. So this is going to be a very simple design. Alright, So I'm going to be using a background, a light and a dark background, something like a gradient, a burgundy. That's what I'm going to be using. So let's bring in our background. Okay, so let's have this right here. I want to change the font. I'm going to be using brushing. I don't know why I like that font. Let's change the color to white. Let's change this guy to white. Okay, I think that size is okay. Let's increase this guy too. So for the little ones, we're going to be using Gotham bold. Then on the other side, let's use Gotham medium. And also same. Let's change the color so that we can see what we are doing. Okay, we're changing this guy to medium. One thing about church flyer is that sometimes you have to keep it simple and attractive. Okay, so I want to add more spacing to that and have it positioned like this. Okay, let's use something more bold than this. You can use Gotham ultra bold or black. Okay, let's use black. Okay, yeah, let's change these guys to white. We're almost there. White, white. Okay, let's change the font. So we're using bold for them. We are using let's use bold also. And then this guy will be using something bold that's black. Okay, so let's use our green line. I like to use 30 by 30. Sometimes you can use depending on what you want. So I want to just enlarge this a bit because that's the focus. Okay, so on this man here, I want everything on this line. So let's move this right up a bit. I want it to touch that line. Okay, let's move the weekly also. Okay, I think that's good there. Centralize it. Okay. So we're moving this a bit. So let's change to capital letter. Living Link Ministry. Sorry. Worldwide Network. Alright. So let's click those two and reduce their size. I'm also trying to move them together. So let's position them. I want to add some space. Alright, let's move this guy up a bit. Okay, I think we have it aligned now. Okay, so let's position these guys well. Okay, let's make this guy a little bit lighter. Put it at medium. This guy will be our bold, so that we can control what the audience will see first. So the bold, then the date. Let me add some space. Okay, we're almost done. Let's move to this guy to this edge. Oh, sorry. Let me lock the dates. Okay, so let's move the dates up. Alright, so this is good. I'm going to change the dates, the color of the date. Now, before then, let me bring in one of the elements I want to put there. Let's just move it to the back. move it down so it does not obstruct the text of the Dominion mandate. Alright, let's add some shadow. Let's go to your shape, a rectangle, a square. Okay, increase the radius, reduce opacity, increase your stroke, blur it, and then have something like this. So let me choose a dark color. Okay, just right above the hand. So should we reduce the opacity a bit? Let's reduce the opacity a bit. Can come to these guys. Okay, we have that there. Let's lock it. Let's lock up. So let me 1, 2, 3. Okay, centralize them. Alright, let's change the color of this guy. The time rather. What's the time? So I'm going to be using something gradient. I want something like gold. So I'll pick the color from this. Alright, so we're almost done. Alright, we're almost done. So let's add the one of the footers. That is Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Change the text to semi. I'm going to keep it really small. So centralize it, move it down a bit, then let's give it some space. Can still reduce it. So let's give it some. Yeah, I think it's okay. Come on, centralize it. Let me keep it at 11. Let's add more spacing. Okay. Yeah, I think I love it that way. So in case of they don't use Jesus is the same, you can put the social media and like that. Alright, we're almost done. Let's look for something at the background. Alright, so just come to erase color, remove the white color. You can increase the tolerance and then go back to color, and let's make it a white color, and then you can send it to the back, then reduce the opacity. I think we are good. Let's keep it at 4. Yes, so we are almost done. I think this guy should come down. Okay, so midweek service. The topic is kingdom mandates, and that's it. So let's save up our work. Let's put that PNG. Alright, so let's check. See, something nice for a midweek service. Alright, see you in the next tutorial. Bye till then.